Is going to Hawaii the same as dying?
Yes, that's what the Pākehā calls it.
Is going to heaven the same as going to Hawaii?
No. All Māoris go to Hawaii. Some Pākehās go to hell.
Do you believe in heaven or hell?
I don't believe in a hell.
If I run up there, will I see you going to Hawaii?
You'll know.
So when someone passes away, our first job, whoever's near that person, is to farewell that waidu and send them on this pathway. So when they journey around, they spend days visiting the family, especially the mokopuna. They love visiting the mokopuna before they go. And then they go on the 8th day back to what they call te pūmotomoto ki matangi reia.
Rereata Makiha was raised in two worlds. His father was both a Methodist minister and a tohunga versed in ancient Māori belief systems.
Our dad was brought up in what was called the blackouts in the old ancient wānanga, where they were handed down all the oral histories. And he carried that wānanga life along with his Christian teachings with the Methodist Church. Matua Māori Marsden was the same. They had this understanding that there were some things that you can do with the Māori karakia, for example, and sometimes that doesn't work. So you can go over to the using the Christian one.
Most religions evolve around a supreme being. Was that similar to pre-European Māori belief system?
I think we adapt these kind of kōrero to it. Everything went back to Io and the idea of creation. But the difference between that and the religion that speaks of the one God is that he took longer than 7 days to create the earth, but he came through eons of darkness. So we have this whakapapa of the creation of our world stretching all the way back to te kore, the nothingness, and then into te pō, and the long, long dark nights before they actually came out into what we know now as Te Ao Ātea. Ko tōna tikanga ko te wiki heke mai nei ke te wā patau tēnei pire.
Rereata is a former journalist and presenter. His knowledge of healing means he is often called upon to work with those who are troubled. He says females featured highly in traditional spirituality. Rereata counts at least 72 in the Maramataka, the Māori calendar.
The balance is in te pō, is te heke wahine, and te ao, which is come from tamanui te rais te rerenga tāne. And whenever you're working, always keep that balance with people with the healing. He rua te kau o ku tau, kau rua te ki ngā wānanga nei. He wānanga tapu e nei.
What's your understanding about traditional pre-European Māori belief systems?
Well, they had this unique ability to understand what we call the matangaro. And matangaro is a hidden face. And they could detect that. And there's a saying from Tūkaki Waititi. He says, ka hore hea ha, I hangātia I ahu noa mai rānei ka noho wehe I tēnei ao, aho ko matangaro ka mōhio te Māori. He says, nothing was ever created or emerged in this world to live in isolation, so that even a hidden face can be detected by its impact on something.
Rereata talks not about religion or science, but tiro. Observations that help us understand our place in the natural world. Winds, trees, birds, wildlife, each element tells a story about its connection to the other. Those intimate connections between humans and nature are captured in our karakia and waiata.
Probably the best way of understanding matangaro hidden faces is to understand wind, o ngā tamariki a tāwhiri mātea. There are over 800 of them. You can't see wind, but you can detect its presence by its impact on things, on the trees and the shrubs around you. They were given names according to their characteristics. So you get the hauruhi and haungenga, so those are the lazy winds that can't move a waka. So they were put into the family of ngā haumangere, the lazy winds, where Māngere gets its name from. But also some of the curious ones, like the wind that swirls around your feet and lifts up the dust and the leaves around you. The name of that wind is Haututu. It's the playful wind, and it always finds where people are. So our tupuna had this understanding of these matangaro, these hidden faces. So they gave them characteristics, they gave them names, and that's how you personify things. And so they grew up to be called atua, not gods. That's a Christian belief. And they could communicate with these hidden faces. And that was the really exciting thing when we were growing up, listening to our old kuia.
Even now, those traditional observations or tiro help to inform modern-day rejuvenation projects.
Rehua rises in the side facing the sun. You'll know that the puhutukawa in the northern rata will flower at that time. If you're living with nature, not in the middle and commanding it, but living with nature as we do, you get to understand the intricacies of its movements. And so when it moves, you can move too. Like in the work that we do with the restoration of fish species up in Ngāti Wai there, the Matichi Muramura phase of summer shifted 7-8 weeks, but we were able to detect it by following the tohu te whenua to tell us that it's come back again. Tēnei te whenua te ru nei te tangi nei kia i ano moku haraka nui e. Ieke ki hea, ieke ki unga ki a iano tōna tupunga I hokorangi ko papuka tāne mahuta tokona I te rangi e tūi e hui runga rā.
Is there a role for that traditional thinking in 2021?
Yeah, I think it's needed more than ever. I think our thinking has been infused by other outside ways of thinking. It's like mixing a soft drink, I suppose. If you start off with pure punawai and you put some raspberry cordial, put some orange cordial, and you put all sorts of different mixtures in it.
You start to feel a bit sick, that's how I'd go.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Mm. So we do have a role now.
Oh, I think it has a real place of going back there to understand, because as our environment gets more and more troubled, our people get more and more troubled because we're connected to that environment. So when it hurts, we hurt.
Sometimes his is a lone voice.
These krakia that I was taught, we can track it them all the way back to Te Hio Manono, which is an island just off Upolu in Samoa, and it's way before the waka came down this way. Yeah, so it's quite difficult because sometimes I feel like you're talking to yourself because the language is so ancient.
The language and understandings may be ancient, but could the knowledge held by Rereata and a handful of others have the potential to reset balance and connection in our world?